Next topic.
All right.
How do you feel about your partner, new or whatever? I threw in new partner because I'm like, I feel like this is more prevalent in the beginning of relationships. But how would you feel about your new partner having photos of their ex on their Instagram?
Okay, so I gotta like really just be honest. I probably would feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Well, one, depending on how recently they're in the relationship with that ex. Yeah, I think that I would probably feel. It also would depend if it were like anniversary posts and like posts that are just solely like, I love you, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's weird to leave up if you ask me.
That's true.
But if it's like like, I don't know, there's probably pictures of my exes on my Instagram that are like,
oh, really?
With friends or like, you know what I mean? Not like dedicated single one-on-one pictures. I think I like obviously deleted them, but it's like the context of the pictures, I feel.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you said that because I feel like you're very open-minded and we have opposite opinions on being friends with your ex or like following your ex or cutting them off. And I'm like, why are people friends with their ex? Like, come on, don't you have enough friends? Like why do you follow your ex? Like, who cares? But then you are very open-minded about it and you're like, no, like you can remain friendly and wish them well and want to check in on them every few months, years, and that's fine, and it can be very healthy and you still don't want them. And I'm like, okay.
There's literally only one ex that I've ever dated that I like do not follow anymore and like have made it a point to.
Yeah. Okay. That's so surprising.
But other than that, yeah, like even my ex-girlfriend from high school, like that I dated for like 2.5 years.
I just like cannot relate to like wanting to continue following someone that I dated in the past. Not that I've dated that many people, but even people that I like just talk to. I'm like, yeah, I just don't care about you. I don't know.
What about like, so for these ex pictures being on your Instagram, what if like you took a big trip to somewhere that you've never been and you posted pictures on your Instagram and the ex was in most of them, like, and those were like the cover photos or whatever for the post, and it's like your post from like Arizona that was like a great experience in your life, or like if you went to Europe together or something like that, where it's like not just like, you know, a random wedding that you went to or this or that. Like, do you think it would change for that then?
No, I think I'd delete them.
I
just like don't care. Like, I just would not want to be like advertising my ex-boyfriend on my Instagram. So then anyone that follows me is like, oh, here's her ex-boyfriend.
I remember I like for the one New Year's I had like a great outfit. Like I loved my outfit. I haven't worn it since. I should wear it again. And I loved like the outfit. I loved it. And the main picture was with who I was dating at the time, and then the next picture was with like my roommates. And I was like so mad when we ended up breaking up because I was like, damn, I love that outfit. Like I looked good. Okay. But I had to delete it then. So that's the only thing, because I was like, oh, I would love to not, but like, yeah, I have to delete this. I don't know.
Killer outfit.
I do think though, but I've always deleted the ones of my ex personally. So I would probably like for them to be deleted. How about you? You didn't really say, but what do you think?
No, I don't like. I would feel weird. I'd be like, why are we advertising our ex?
Right.
Like, why is your ex the first thing I see? I'm like, oh, I want to like be reminded of my boyfriend. Like, let me go click on his Instagram. I'm like, oh, look, his ex-girlfriend.
Right.
Like, why?
It could be like an awkward thing to like reference and go see like anytime that you want to look. Yeah. Because we do. Sometimes you're like, wow, like I really like this person. Like I should really look at their, you know, see what their life's about too. And like I like to look at their posts. And, yeah. And
I also think I guess a lot of people like don't even look at their own Instagram that much. So maybe people just forget, or they don't even think about it. They don't even think to go back and delete old photos when they break up with someone. Because I just feel like social media is not as deep for everyone as many people think. Like some people literally just don't think about Instagram, and that's fine. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of like me dating a new guy and then this person's like getting to know my friends, and then my friends are like, oh, like let's all follow each other, and then we all follow each other, and then the first thing they see when they follow him on Instagram is his ex-girlfriend. I'm like, ugh, can we just like not think about your ex-girlfriend? Like she was a great time, I'm sure, but like it's done now.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I mean, I creep on myself more than I creep on anyone else. Like I creep on my own social media all the time.
Yes, me too.
I'm like, oh wow, look at like 4 years ago, like I was doing this, like it was so fun.
I do that too.
Like, yeah.
I do that too.
But then I'm like, why didn't anyone, like, especially when I first got to college, which is like obviously a long time ago now, like I used to have like bangs that were like not, like they weren't even. Like I don't know who was cutting my hair. Like I have a cowlick and they just like were not accounting for that. They were just like, so like my hair was like And I'm like, my friends at the time, I'm like, and I'm still friends with them and we still talk about it all the time. I'm like, why didn't you guys say something? So like, I'll look back on those pictures, but I'll never delete them because like they were like the freshman year, like going to the rugby house. That's where I met your sister. I still, if you were to go on my Snapchat right now, it comes up Aaron, second floor Tyson.
Oh,
because we met out and we exchanged Snapchats.
Yes.
And that's like how I started talking with Aaron. But yeah,
So
like,
cute.
so like I'll never delete those pictures, you know, but they're not with my ex though either. But like I said, I creep on myself more than anything.
Yeah. It's always a hard hit. Actually, it's always, this happened to me one time when you date someone and then you guys break up and then you notice that the pictures of you are gone from their Instagram. You're like, shit, it's over for reals.
I will say that I think
already was.
Yeah. And I think that I'm more conscious now when I'm dating of posting things on like a story, whatever, but like actual posts on your feed.
Yeah.
I'm more conscious about who I'm posting on there. Like if I'm dating someone now, because again, like you're in the point where then you break up and you're like, what do I do with these pictures?
Yeah.
And then you have to delete them. And it's like, okay, like they could have been pictures or experiences that you really liked. You know what I mean? And then you feel like you have to delete them. So I feel like I do have a little bit more of a guard up. Like the last person I dated, I did not post them on my feed. And I think underlying, and they had asked me about it a couple of times. And I kind of think that that was in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I like looked inside a little bit more, like I do think it was in the back of my mind where I was like, it's a little too soon.
I was not thinking this at the time, but I did go on a trip, like a friend's trip, and I was talking to a guy that was on the trip and he was in a bunch of the photos and I ended up never posting anything from that trip. So I don't have to worry about this, but I do think like if he was in those photos, would I have deleted them?
Could be like a little situationship.
Wow, you guys, I'm really opening my mind here because I feel like if that was on my Instagram right now, I wouldn't feel the need to delete it because I would be like, I just don't give a shit about him. And I like the photos because they're like my friends and myself. So I'm like, is this what people think when they date someone and then they don't delete the pictures? Are they thinking like, I just don't care. I like the pic. Doesn't matter that my ex is in it. I'm really digging deep right now.
I don't know, but you know what, these people that are like influencers and that's like their life to like post, you know, they get paid by the post and things like that. Like when they break up, like they wipe it clean. They're like, oh no, you know.
Very true.
Like bachelorette people that make money that way, they always wipe it clean.
Yeah.
Love Island people always wipe it clean. But you know what they do? I noticed they archive.
Of course.
Because
when you get back together, you gotta repost.
Yeah, like we're all on this carousel of life, right? And when that shit comes back around, whoop, that was a great post.
So funny when your break is done.
Yeah.
And you're back with the toxic ex. Oh, they're all back on the feed.
Look at us.
Like they never left.
We did go to like Turks and Caicos in June of 2019. You just forgot it. And if you ever go back, it's back there. Yeah. And we love that blue water behind us. And that was a great picture and we're going to post it again.
Damn. So, picture with my ex in Turks and Caicos.
Always going to archive. Yeah, always got to archive.
No, I think I did delete some. I think it's fine if you like, I feel like we talked about this loosely in the past where when you break up with someone, you don't automatically have to just delete every photo that you have with this person. Like they played a big role in your life and deleting the photos is hard. Like I am a proponent of put them on a hard drive somewhere else or Google Photos like you were mentioning where they're just living somewhere else, and then if you're ever clearing that out later once you've healed, maybe you'd get to the point where you're like, I'll just keep one out of this 10 and then maybe you will get to the point where you're like, I don't need these at all. And I've noticed that with myself and a breakup that I went through. I was like, I can't delete any of these, like I need to save them. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep the best one and then delete all the others. And now I'm just like, if they never existed, I would not care. So I feel like with going through a breakup on Instagram, it's like I could be in the same mindset. It's like go and archive those photos, and then when you're ready, as you're going on your healing journey, maybe you'll either forget about the archive or you'll be like, you know what, delete, I don't even care. But I feel like archiving is like, it's a tool in the healing process. I feel like it can be helpful.
I remember too, like the one ex that I had a lot of pictures up with, people were coming up to me and asking me like, oh, why aren't you deleting the pictures? And my take on it was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to think like I'm deleting those pictures because I care. And I was like holding out for a while on deleting the pictures, I think, because I was like, I don't want him to think that I care because I don't care. But then I'm like, well, Jimmy, you probably do care. Like if you're saying that, you know? But so that was my holdout because I was like, I don't want him to creep on me and see that I deleted all the pictures because I'm feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
When I should be like, Miss Moving On, Fifth Harmony, Miss Moving On, by archiving on fucking Instagram. Like, who cares?
I know. I think about that too. I'm like, holy shit. Like, we are literally deep diving and it's like, we're going to talk for 2 hours about this. And it's like, it's fucking Instagram. Like, it's really not that deep.
But it was, again, it's like all relative. Like, you know, it used to be picture to burn, like Taylor Swift, you know?
That's true.
She didn't say Instagram to archive, you know, back in the day. Like, it's the new picture to burn.
No, that's so true.
And I'll tell all my friends he's gay. Like, I literally don't care, you know? The original version is always better.
The homophobic version is what everyone says. Even though it's not homophobic.
It's my favorite.
It's like, I feel like it's like, no, maybe it's not for.
I'm obsessive and fine. That's hot. That's all mine. I'll tell mine you're
I'll
gay.
tell mine you're gay.
Yeah, I love it. I still have, I'm pretty sure I have that CD. That could probably sell for moolah now.
I need to check mine.
Yeah.
I don't remember what mine said.
Same. And I love that version. You know, she said that for the gays.
Yeah.
Even though it could be weaponized where it's like, well, telling someone that you're gay is not a bad thing. You know, I get it.
No, I know. I just take it as like the girls aren't going to date you because they're going to be like, oh, the guy's gay.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. I'm just going to go date someone that's straight.
Yeah. Rural little Miss Blondie Swift. I know she's a big ally now, but who knows? She might have meant it like a little more back in the day. Maybe not.
She did. I don't know.
Shouldn't say that. She's our girl.
Yeah. That's my bestie and she can do no wrong.
Yeah. My bestie and a Tessie. Or a private jet. Boom. Too soon. Too soon.
Let's avoid that one. Just kidding.